Are you thinking about live streaming through your iPhone or Android anytime soon? Then chances are likely you're going to want to make sure you upgrade your microphone, because sometimes those onboard microphones aren't the greatest. Enter the Rode Lav Plus. I've actually used this product before. In fact, I actually ordered another one, but it's not for a reason that you would think. In fact, I'm going to show you that in today's video, where we're going to unbox the Rode Lav Plus and going to give you a little bit of a review, so make sure you stay tuned. Hey, I'm Dale, this is Live Streaming Tech. If you want to learn more about live streaming online, be it on YouTube, DLive, Twitch, and beyond, make sure that you subscribe and hit the little bell notification icon, so that way you don't miss a single video. Okay, so you want to see about live streaming online, but you're going to do it through your mobile device. Now, I happen to have my iPhone 7 right here. I've streamed on this numerous times. Now, the onboard mic's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not the most professional. And especially if you're out and about, you're going to get a lot of windy type things or a lot of just ambient noise. So one of the greatest ways to cut down on a lot of that background sound is having a lavalier microphone. Something kind of like what I have here, but that's not the Rode Lav Plus. That's something completely different that works with my computer. So in any event, I have my iPhone 7, and this has probably been about nearly 2 years ago that I ended up testing out another Rode product. Now see, I'd purchased a Rode NT1A for other reasons, and I said, you know, let's go ahead and try another Rode product, and this is actually the Rode Lav Plus. Now, not to be confused, there's the Rode Lav and there's the Rode Lav Plus. I'd heard a lot of bad things about the original Rode Lav, that it had a lot of hissing and too much ambient noise, and I thought, well, that's not worth it. So I just went ahead and spent just a little bit more money and got the Rode Lav Plus. Now, you can see it comes with this handy little bag, and it comes with this nice little lavalier that you're able to just, you know, put it right onto your collar here, slip it underneath your shirt, and plug it into your phone. Now, herein lies the issue. Now, keep in mind, this works with some Android devices, so you're going to want to make sure that you go visit Rode's website, make sure it's all good. Check over on Amazon. They got a lot of questions, and people usually cover those things there. So you'll notice automatically this little plug, it's actually not going to work for the more recent iPhones, because Apple, right? So in any event, what I had to do was get the dongle. Yes, that's the name of this. It's called a dongle. And you plug that in, and then you slip it right in there. Now, keep in mind that with these new iPhone devices, you're not going to be able to charge and plug in your microphone at the same time. So just so you know, you're going to want to make sure you have everything charged up before you live stream through your mobile device. So in any event, I have this and I plugged it in, and it sounds marvelous. You can check out a lot of my other videos over on Self-Publishing with Dale, where I usually sat on the couch or I was out and about and interviewing people, and that was usually the Rode Lav Plus. So my biggest issue though was I really wanted to have not just one, but I wanted to have two feed right into the iPhone device. Now, there's only one input. That's a big problem. So I could afford to get the Rode Lav Plus, but what could I do to actually splice those two things without losing any quality? Because I didn't want to go get another lavalier microphone that was kind of hit or messed up. So I went ahead, ordered another Rode Lav Plus, and then I also got a Rode, they have another fancy name for it. I'll probably put it over the screen right here, but it's essentially a splitter. And you're able to put two microphones into one TRRS. Now, as you remember, I said something about a TRRS. That was the end of the cord. You'll know you have a TRRS input when it has the 3 bands on it as opposed to 2 bands. TRS is 2, TRRS is 3. So we've got the 3 bands on here. That's going to be the stuff that works on the iPhone devices primarily. All right, so let's go ahead. We got an unboxing, so an unbagging, if you will. Amazon was really cool. By the way, we got some links inside the description down below for these specific products. So in the event that you want to order it, please go ahead. Get it through the affiliate links. Would really greatly appreciate our channel, help out our channel. Okay. And this came in one day. I was pretty happy about that. All right, so let's go ahead and start it out with the Smartlav. I know exactly what we're dealing with. All we just got to do is just make sure everything's intact in here, and it should be. And I'm going to give you more of my candid thoughts about the Lav Plus and some of its limitations. All right, so there is a nice little tips type thing, and then we have this little pouch again. I'm just going to kind of set this off to the side. I already know what I'm dealing with. We're going to pull it on out, and it has the microphone already set. You get a little Velcro strap here. You're able to kind of keep things together, and the microphone comes already, you know, inside the pouch here to be set up. So what we're going to do is we've got the clip right here that we're going to put onto this. So to save ourselves some time, you know that the finished product is going to be pretty much this, all right? So in any event, I'll end up attaching that to this when I'm done recording this video. And then I have the SC6. It's a dual TRRS input and headphone output for smartphones. So here's the beauty of having the headphone jack in here. I can actually check levels and see how that all plays out. So in the event that I'm kind of louder than my guest, I might want to move my lavalier a little further down on my shirt, or vice versa. So it's something to kind of be mindful of. All right, so it has a quick start guide. I highly recommend anytime that you get any of the Rode products, they come with some type of a guarantee. And I believe the Rode Lav Plus comes with a 1-year warranty. Go and get it registered. Rode has exemplary service. I had some issues with my larger microphone of the NT1A, and I sent it back to them. All I had to do was just pay for shipping and handling. They fixed everything. That had a lifetime warranty. That's a little different. So there's the quick start guide. I'm gonna go ahead and set this off to the side. And then we can go ahead and just take a look at the actual plug itself, okay? So a little tiny thing, again, TRRS, all right? Then we've got the 2 plugs, one for the headphones, and then 2 for the actual microphones that are gonna plug in. Now, the big issue though we're gonna run into is these microphones only go so long. So this is where I'm gonna start to transition over into my thoughts about the Rode Lav Plus. So you've got about this much length, and I would say it's probably no more than about 3 feet tops. So you don't have very much. It's good if you're just the only person that's doing anything. So if you happen to be doing selfie type things, it's awesome. But if you happen to have somebody that's doing, like, say, a guest appearance, and you want to get kind of equal time but not be on top of each other, then you're going to need some type of a extension cord. Now, see, I've already got a TRRS extension cord. You can see again, it's got the 3 cords, 3 bars right on it. So that means it's TRRS. This is probably about 12 feet of cord. It's very durable. That ran me about $8 on Amazon. Don't cheap out on that one. I would recommend get something that's good and durable. This one has kind of like a steel reinforcement. These things get beat up after a while. So I would end up putting this into the dongle, okay? And then plugging in the actual splitter right here on the very end, and then plugging that in, and then setting that between myself and the guest as we're going ahead and recording. So this is going to make life a lot easier. So my candid thoughts when it comes to the Rode Lav Plus, obviously I bought a second one. These run about roughly $70 to $80. You're probably going, but Dale, that's insane. You can go get another one for much cheaper. Look, Rode puts out wonderful products. I wouldn't go back and buy more from them if I didn't believe in their products. In fact, I could have probably even picked up something that was a bit cheaper than the splitter. Now the splitter I think ran me about $16, $17. I could have easily gotten a splitter for $5, but again, the Rode name was on it, and I knew I could trust it. Now, Rode's not paying me to say any of this. Again, you can order some of these things in the links down below, but for the most part, I like Rode's products. It's really, really good. I've had this for a while. I haven't had any issues whatsoever with it. It's got the nice little carrying case that comes along with it, the instructions, the quick start guide, and the registration that you're able to take care of it. Now, I don't recall off the top of my head how long the warranty was for the SC6 splitter, but I'm sure it's probably going to be like the year, kind of like what they have for the other one. I've had my Lav Plus for well over a year. Like I said, 0 issues. I'm going to say for this particular product, if you plan on live streaming or even recording content through your iPhone or your Android device, check again if it's supported on your Android device, then get a Lav Plus. It definitely makes sense. If you plan on having guests, I would recommend you can either A, just take the Lav and use it as a microphone like this between yourself and the guest, but I would say just pony up the extra expenses and get an additional one, so that way you can have a comfortable interview. It can be put on their shirt, it's put on your shirt, you're two separate, but you're all put onto one camera, and it makes it so much easier. So this is really an amazing product. Okay, so this is the iPhone 7, and I'm shooting it just with the onboard mic right now. So this is kind of the same placement I typically do for a lot of my videos. And you can kind of hear that it's okay, it's great, but you can probably hear a lot of like the echo that's here in the room. You're gonna find out real quick when I actually switch over to the Rode Lav Plus, it's gonna be a little bit more distinct. So let's go ahead and take a look. And so now I'm on the iPhone 7 again, but I've got the Rode Lav Plus put in here now. You can see that this is one of them. I don't have both of them. That would just be beyond ridiculous. But you'll notice it's a bit more crisp. You can hear a little bit more depth in my voice. It's a little bit more clear. You can get some more good highs and good lows inside the voice. So this is kind of really the nice things. Whenever I've done live streams and I've used the Rode Lav Plus via mobile, a lot of people are like, wow, your mic sounds really good. Yeah, the funny thing is the combination of an iPhone and a good mic is pretty stellar. What do you think? If you've tried Lav Plus, let me know inside the comments. I definitely want to hear from you. Speaking of live streaming, believe it or not, you want to make sure that you get some things kind of dialed in before you do get online and doing everything. So I'm actually going to give you some tips when it comes to camera setup right up here inside this video. I will see you there.